This is a hovercraft in LEGO Fortnite. Now, in order to go ahead and do this build, you're going to need all of the materials that are on screen now to the exact number. So 22 wooden rods, 12 flex wood, 6 wood, 4 flex wood rods, 17 blast powder, 18 torches, 2 granite, 8 cord, 4 plank, a wrench, and 6 silk thread. Once you have all of those in your inventory, you can build a hovercraft. Now, I do want to shout out Quinn_random on TikTok. He was the original person to post this. I did find this on Reddit thanks to my friend Shmoo. And if you guys want to build this, you just need a large area. And to start this build, throw down 1 large car jack. Now, once you have that car jack down, this makes it a lot easier to now build this hovercraft, to throw a large dynamic foundation on top of that, and then the largest wood foundation on top of that. Because we use the large car jack, you're gonna have to get yourself up there, whether that's stairs or going ahead and grappling, and throw that on top. Once you have this build, you are ready to go. Now, the other day I gave you guys a like goal of 500 likes on a video, and I would give away 1 Lego set bundle. You guys absolutely smashed that like goal, so let's do it again, but raise the bar. If we can hit 750 likes on this video, I'll give away 1 Lego set bundle to a random person in the comment section. Now, let's continue this build here. On the side of this hovercraft or the dynamic foundation, you're actually going to place down the small wood foundations on the side. So you want to make sure that you're just grabbing the very small square one, and you want to put this on the center of all 4 sides. This is going to work as 2 different things in this video, and we'll place one of the items later on to this wooden foundation. But for now, we're actually going to use this to make sure that when we land, we're landing safely. So once you put all 4 of those down, we're going to go to our original tire builds and grab the large, simple wheel. And what you want to do is put that in the center of this wood foundation all around the sides. Again, this is going to help when it comes to landing, which will ensure that nothing on this vehicle breaks. Now that we know that nothing is going to break, we want to go ahead and make sure that we can get some lift off. We want to make sure that we can get off of the ground. So what you want to do is take these smaller thrusters and you want to align these up as best as you can to be even with everything else. What I mean by that is I'm putting mine on the corner of the 4 lines near the corner spot. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is that gives me a little placement area to know where I want to put these. If any of these are off, you're going to lift off at a tilt, and that will affect the way that you're flying. So make sure that every single one of these is lined up perfectly. Once you've put all 4 of those down, you just want to now pretty much assign where the front of your aircraft is going to be and put your steering wheel at one side of it. That is going to work for every single one of the thrusters and allow you not only to lift off, but also turn and go forward. So now let's go ahead and set up so that we can turn and go forward. What we want to do is go to the back of our vehicle, or the opposite end of where you put down your steering wheel seat, and put 1 large thruster onto the middle foundation that you guys put out that has that tire attached to it, and also put 2 large thrusters on the back corners of this area. You don't want them to be tilted. You want to make sure that they are attached to the back so that you are going directly forward and not inward or outward. Once you guys do that, you can see that there is a little bit of an opening here where you could fit a small thruster in here as well. So you may as well and just throw that one in there. Once you have all 5 of those onto the back, now what you want to do is grab your wrench so we could start assigning some channels. Your first channel that you want to have set is going to be those bottom thrusters. These are going to be the thrusters that actually elevate you up into the air. So you want to make sure that that is the first button that you press. What we want to have in channel 2 is the ability to go forward. So we're going to change channel 2 to every single one of these on the back. But now let's go ahead and get everything set up in order to turn this hovercraft in air. Now, all that you want to do for this final part is once again go into your large thruster area, and you're going to attach 1 large thruster onto the left wing that is facing towards the back, and you want to put another one on the right wing, which is attached to the front. Once again, these will automatically assign into channel 3, which means that you can now turn by using channel 3. I know that this isn't the greatest of turning mechanics, but I will tell you guys it is a lot of fun. Now, to go ahead and help you guys when it comes to getting into the air, you could put down balloons on all 4 corners and then 2 more towards this middle area, once again, just to help you once you guys are lifted in the air. So this will lift you up just a little bit, but you will need those thrusters to actually push up your hovercraft in order to actually lift off. If you guys want to land this vehicle, simply break those middle balloons and that'll bring you back down and land this vehicle safely. So I guess I could show you guys me flying this thing and show you exactly how this works. I also attached a chest onto the back of this, which every single one of you guys can do. I don't believe that it matters what chest it is that you throw onto the back here when it comes to the weight, but either way, I'm gonna go ahead and press my 1 button in order to get myself to lift off. So now I officially have my aircraft, which propels me up, and then I can press channel number 2 to propel myself forward. Now, the turning on this thing isn't the greatest thing in the world, but again, it is just more fun than it is anything. You could simply press channel 3 just every once in a while, and that'll do slow turns. But in order to obviously have a little bit more fun when it comes to air travel and moving around, you could just sit here and have your R button or your number 3 channel pressed in, spin in circles, and really have fun with this hovercraft. Again, it's not the absolute best aircraft that you could have in the world, but it is by far the most fun just because of how evasive it is and how elusive it is when it comes to turning, the quick turns, and just overall how much fun that you could have with the movement that is added into the steering wheel now. Now, another really cool thing about this, because you have thrusters on the bottom that are propelling yourself up, and you have balloons to kind of help keep you up, you could actually design this vehicle just to make it a little bit nicer to look at when you guys are riding on it. Now, for myself, I really like the white builds. I was going to use the all black builds, but it doesn't seem much different at night when it comes to the brown that is on there. So what I did was I put the all white floors on both of the wings, on the front part, and then also on the middle part. And I also put this fence on the back just to go ahead and give me some more, I guess, color when it comes to this. You could also put these onto the side railings as well if you guys would like, but again, that is definitely unnecessary as it does add to the weight and prevent yourselves from going a little too high on this. But again, because you have those thrusters on the bottom, you can still sit here and design all of the sides of this thing while still using the steering wheel portion to turn and move around. Adding all of these floors onto the top, as well as the fence, the chest, and the balloons, doesn't affect it too much when it comes to actually getting yourself up in the air, although I could definitely see it being worth it, adding maybe a few more thrusters onto the bottom of this thing. Overall, this is a lot of fun. I hope that you guys enjoy using this online just as much as I do, and as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace.